Welcome back. This is Sun Up on Shobiz TV, and you have no idea when we're off and the kind of conversations that happen on here. Shouts going out to Nana Kokotete and also to you, George Ajiman Budu. These are we are a 3-member team in a WhatsApp group, and only God knows if anybody ever got the opportunity to get inside that group, all the things that happen on there, and how much we like to criticize each other, but in a very nice way, and support each other as well. So shouts going out to you both this morning. I do hope that you have a beautiful Friday and an even better weekend, especially for you, Nana. You deserve it. And let's get straight into the bulletin, shall we, Kofi? So, King Promise says that he was advised to boycott VGMAs, and he revealed in an interview that, many people gave him this advice after he couldn't win an award despite having multiple nominations previously. He performed still, and then he won Album of the Year, which a lot of people said he didn't deserve, and it was a way to compensate him and the yada yada. But he says, awards or not, I was born to do this. I make this music from a special place, and it's not because of awards. Yeah, so for the fact that when we get an award, we draw bangers. When we don't, we still draw bangers. We just keep going. And Afrobeat, Afropop artist and Album of the Year 2023, that's King Promise.
Yeah.
And you see how suddenly Terminator is everywhere.
Okay. Great.
Okay, you haven't seen?
I've seen it on your status.
Oh, no, on my status.
Yeah, I've seen it on your status. I haven't really paid attention.
Yeah, it seems to be making the trends a lot.
So I guess those are some of the perks that come with, awards and stuff like that. It puts your name, it kind of puts a conversation out there, which your music can thrive through. But I mean, I love his position on this. I'm always of the opinion that an artist music shouldn't really be too focused on, awards and such stuff. I just think it's just the perks, when it comes to the whole business. I don't think it is the main thing. There are lots of people who put a lot of focus on winning awards, and I love how he approaches it that, even when he is nominated, he doesn't win the award, he still performs year after year. It's business. You understand? So, what is the big deal if you don't? Does that award come with some money? It doesn't. You understand? You have a show to perform. That's probably coming with money. Yeah. So, why would you boycott it because, you are not winning that particular awards? And, for the fact that the nomination, most of the time, is even a win in its own place, you understand? And I don't think an award is the pinnacle of any artist's career.
Yeah.
Bob Marley did not win a Grammy. Yeah. Snoop Dogg has not won a Grammy. It goes on and on. The list still goes on and on. And it also comes down to an opportunity cost situation with him. You understand? What does he have to lose? What does he have to gain? He has some money to gain. You understand? So obviously he'll go and do business. But it looks like the whole R2Bs, that whole family have not been very fortunate when it comes to award. Though we know R2Bs have actually won, the music awards, the topmost prize, artist of the year. Yeah. But they have not been those artists who, they're award favorites. There are artists that are award favorites. You can mention the Stone Boys. Yeah. You can mention the Sarkodie. Yeah. Sometimes people interpret that to mean that you do a lot of, pleasing of the gatekeepers. That's how people interpret it. I love an artist that, is bigger than an award scheme, and that is able to, how do you put it, be independent of an award, that you are valid. Your validation does not depend on whether or not you win an award.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, Snoop Dogg, no one is going to look at Snoop Dogg as a lesser artist because Snoop Dogg has not won a Grammy. True. It was actually a shock to me when I heard Snoop Dogg has not won a Grammy before. I'm like, what? You understand? But his stature when it comes to the music is huge enough. But of course, when you have a problem with a scheme, there is that place that you need to show your you know, your utmost repulsion, you know, to whatever is happening.
True.
Yeah, it's a path that you can also take, but that path should be based on, you know, a lot of thinking, and it should mean something.
Yeah.
You know, that step should mean something.
Yeah.
We saw The Weeknd literally has boycotted the Grammy Awards for them snubbing him the year that was prior, because he dropped After Hours, which was Blinding Lights was huge. You know, the songs on it were very huge, but somehow the list came out, and The Weeknd is not on the Grammy nominations. It's a shock. How come Weeknd is not on Grammy nominations? You know what happened? Then there are conversations about race. There are conversations, you know, about corruption. He posted online. Then Drake is supporting him. You know, all of those things. Then he decides to boycott it, and the reasons are like, you know, no black, about 10 black artists have won, you know, album of the year for the Grammys and all of those things. So then it's based on some knowledge. It's based on standing for a certain cause. You know, it means something. You have artists like Drake also having problems with the Grammys. You have Eminem issues with the Grammys, though those people are people who have won literally, you know, a lot of some of those awards. But when it comes to, look at Kanye West, literally pissed on the Grammy, the next year he wins it. You get me? So there is a place where if you think things are not being done right, you know, you should be able to, you know, stand up to it, which is fine, but it should be based on knowledge. You know, you're not just supposed to just you know, come out and just be boycotting when you have money to make. You understand?
Absolutely.
So that's just it for me. I think there's the need for him to boycott it. It's not something that I've really seen on this side that much. You know, have you seen an artist boycott an award scheme?
No.
Hardly.
I mean, I think that they would talk about their displeasure about some things. Like this year, for instance, Kobna, he didn't file for nominations.
Okay.
He didn't send his work and all of that. But he performed at the VGMAs. You know, he was there to perform, even though he wasn't part of what happened. His work was not on the scheme this year, but he was there. He was there for the show, and he performed as well. So
I remember there was this one time Kwakese, I think when he won the 3 awards, I think he broke it or something like that, you know, which was kind of funny, but I didn't see any boycotts to that effect.
No,
you know, I didn't
we're
see
not
that.
there yet. I know the kind. At the top of my head, I can see the kind of people who can pull off that kind of stunt.
Okay,
but they really are not bothered about awards. So
those people probably are not bothered.
I mean,
I
think about people like R2Bs.
Yeah.
I don't think they care that much.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
probably.
And even the way they go about their stuff. And for me, I feel, and you know, my stance on a man who's very unapologetic.
Yeah.
Like it is all the turn on in the world.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Why apologize? It is what it is. You just move on.
Yeah.
You know, that is why I definitely love people like Omar Sterling, like Daco Vibes, like all of them boys are like, look, me ya madi.
Oh, you're not it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with you. If you find it pleasing, even look at the way R2Bs will drop an album. They will grant interviews at will.
Nothing.
You know, you try to get them for interviews, and if it doesn't fall within their plan to do interviews, or you don't catch them at the right time, they really couldn't be bothered. You can choose to like it, not like it, whatever. Maya Madi. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I think that, you know, that is something that people should learn to understand, that we're not here. There's a lot of people pleasing in our society.
A lot.
There's a lot of people pleasing in our society. Like, we always want to, you know, kiss certain parts of other people's bodies just so we can advance, just so we can advance in a certain way or get certain things done. But, you know, if you're doing the right thing, you will get that recognition eventually. You may not get it all the way, but who cares?
It might take a lot of time.
No, you may not even get it. But who cares? As long as you know what you're doing and you are okay with what you're doing. Should you really care?
Yes, should you really care?
You shouldn't really care.
And when it comes to these award schemes, I mean, no one is trying to talk down on award schemes. It's very important.
No.
But when it comes to an award scheme, it's very opinion driven. You understand? It's people who sit down together and decide that, okay, this is the music that, or this is the artist that we think, you know, deserves this or that. The other time I was watching an interview by J. Cole on the ESPN. and he was talking about, and he was being asked that how did it feel for him when he won his first Grammy, which was with 21 Savage, you know, a lot. And he talked about the fact, they asked him how does it feel as compared to, let's say, a LeBron winning a championship. And he talked about the fact that it's not the same. You know, when it comes to a championship, you know, you've played games, the scores, someone had maybe 108 points, someone had 90 points. There is that clear distinction of who the winner is. You understand? But when it comes to music, really, it's people who had an opinion that this person is the person who won it. You know, so it's not the same like when it comes to sports that you are winning the championship. So it's very opinion driven. And I mean, you should always, you know, understand that people's opinion wouldn't always favor you. And that's where, you know, your point actually comes in, that you don't have to be a bootlicker. You don't really
need to care. That's the thing. And one thing I've always said is that I don't follow rules. I of course, I was given birth to, I've come to know the world. I understand how things are. People tell you that, oh, this is not done this way, or don't wear this way, or don't eat this at this time. Like, who set the rules?
Who said that?
Who made those rules? A person decided for all of us that this is how something should be done. Like, one person's opinion and how he or she felt is what we all are living by. Is that what you're telling me? So you're telling me, in essence, that I should use my own money to buy my own food, and it is at a time that somebody has decided.
Makes no sense.
When the person didn't buy it for me. No way, Jose. I'm doing my thing the way I want to do my thing as an individual, because I also have a head and a mind, and I can reason, and I need to decide for my own self
what is actually good.
What is good for me? Why are we living by rules? And these are not, when I say rules, I don't even mean like rules as in if you go against it's illegal or none of that. I'm talking about personal rules, like personal rules. Like you go to a restaurant, they tell you this fork is this butter knife, use this for that. I'm like, no,
it's all about what works for you.
Let me do what I want to do. You know what I mean? Because I am a human being. I'm different in a lot of ways. I have my own mind. I can reason. I know what will work for me as an individual. I'm not going by anybody's rules, and I'm not allowing anybody to decide that this is how I should do this and that and that. When the person is not funding that thing, like, what are you talking about? No, unfortunately. So, like you rightly said, all of this is people's opinions. People decide that, oh, this song sounds like in his ear. That is what it is. But what if that's not the same for me?
That's fine. And as an artist, you are supposed to always, you know, realize that, you know, in as much as this is actually the song that you love, you know, someone else may not also like it.
And it is in their rights to
It's in their rights.
It is in their rights. It is in all our rights to like or dislike what we like and dislike. You know, nobody can force anybody to nothing. Especially when Charlie is not your money. You know what I mean? Now now told me speakers. And I make her. And I'm paying me see. No, never masumu then I pay. We say assembly. Okay, so we are moving on, and Mr. Drew has made the news, and he's blaming the media on fueling lookalikes and all of the sensation the media has given them. And you know, he says that that the media has popularized lookalikes, and he noted that while artists struggled for media attention, lookalikes enjoyed the rare opportunity to appear like celebrities. Now he says, if we stop giving these lookalikes attention, all this will stop. For now, there's nothing I can do, since we are still giving them attention and making them feel like what they're doing is right. I won't even go all the way. You know the beginning and the end of the story.
Know. I don't.
Do you think? I'm trying to pose the question well. Do you think that, you know, there has to be a set of rules where the media in particular would know there are ethics? We all know there are ethics. Nobody follows the ethics these days. Everybody's doing what they want, and nobody's being sanctioned for nothing. So we are all, it's a jungle out here. You know, everybody is doing dog eats dog. Everything is happening all at the same time, and nobody seems to care. So who's to blame for all of this mess?
You know, to say who is to blame is to, you know, already decide that this is actually a problem.
It is a problem.
Yeah, that is how you have decided to look at it. Someone will also look at it very differently. I think this whole look-alike conversation, I mean, it has. I thought the conversation actually died down.
I know.
I don't know what Mr. Drew is doing, trying to, you know, resurrect that whole
now
conversation.
Now he is resurrecting the conversation.
And you know the funny thing is he actually looks like Rex Omar when he came out.
Yeah.
You understand? You know that Rex Omar. I remember people used to draw Rex Omar. This kind of look was very Rex Omar. You know. So I don't know why he's bringing this conversation up. I think it's a dead conversation to begin with. I look at the whole look-alike thing as a big fuss about nothing, really. Yeah, there are certain aspects of it that could be problematic, you know, but I also look at it as, you know, it could be an opportunity, you know, to solve certain problems. Like, you know, your mainstream artist is not going to do a skit. You know, your mainstream artist probably when they need a body double, you know, some of these things. But even when you look at these people that are parading as look-alike, it's only a few of them that actually do look like the artists.
Which
Most
of them? Which of them?
I think the Kwame Eugene one
is a striking.
Yeah, that one is quite a striking resemblance. Like a promise one already. He's the most annoying of them.
I want the conversation you say.
I love how Kim Promise has not even given them a time of the day.
Yeah.
You understand? He has not said a word about it. I think that's how they are supposed to. I think they.
But you know, he mentioned that. But this is not new. This has been forever.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure he's had people who have sent him pictures of people who look like him over and over again. So this really means nothing to him.
It really does mean nothing, really.
Yeah.
You know, so I like Kim Promise's position on the whole look-alike thing. I think these artists adding their voices it's actually what is actually
fueling,
it's fueling the conversation a lot, you know. And there are people who are also of the opinion that, I don't know whether it's a joke, but I've been seeing some of the comments online that, you know, some of these artists are really not doing anything. So these lookalikes are keeping their names, you know, on our lips, literally. Yeah. I don't remember the last song I heard from Drew. You know, I think he should focus on, you know, putting out more works than concentrating on what lookalike is going to do or what he's doing. I don't think his biggest problem is a lookalike. No.
Oh, Charlie, headline.
Is, you know,
I don't think Mr. Drew's biggest problem is his lookalike.
Obviously not his lookalike.
He should focus on music.
Focus on his music. I think.
You're mean, eh?
I'm not mean.
It's the same thing you said to Efia. Efia's biggest problem is not making the longest song.
I just feel like, you know, there's always supposed to be a scale of preference.
Right.
You know, as an artist, you're a big artist. You've had songs, you know, that have been making a lot of rounds. You know, there are more important issues, you know, for you to be more interested in, you know, than some of these things. I think these type of conversations, it doesn't put you in a good place as an artist. Like I've mentioned, I prefer the posture of, I don't Sarkodie. I mean, this look-alike thing, there have been people who have literally postured like Sarkodie for years.
Yeah, he's never said a thing.
I've not seen him even mention anything about them. Literally, even Kobiche was literally that type of guy also, who people said looked like Sarkodie. Somehow he has become a blogger out of that whole thing. You understand? So I don't think the look-alike thing. Cody Sheldon, people say he looks like Manifest. I don't think Manifest has come out to, like, you understand, there are people who do the beard, who do all of those things. I don't think they are supposed to give them, these artists are supposed to give them the light of day. They are just supposed to ignore them, do their work.
Did you see the video where Kwame Eugene said he had done a hair change? Like, he's changed his hairstyle.
I've actually seen that. The guy also came out. It's a Kwame Eugene today.
Right back, like, we're here.
You know, you're engaging them.
Yeah, engaging them.
And obviously, the media is going to pick up on whatever, you know, is going to give them the numbers. And that is exactly what they are doing.
Two things. Sensation, numbers. Media need.
Yeah.
Once there's sensation and numbers, trust the media to feed off on that. Because that is just what we want to do. That's just who we are. So I mean, but you see, my problem is that there are ethics. Like some of these things we shouldn't do, but these days it's like nobody really cares.
Okay, so what are the actual ethics?
We've grown from that to a place where it's not about, like, for instance, also because of now it's not just mainstream media anymore. Now, because of social media and there are bloggers and all of that, the kind of content sometimes they would put out there typically is not the kind of content that should be put out in the media.
Okay.
You know, nobody censors anything anymore. Okay. Typically, nobody censors anything anymore.
That's a big thing.
Like you're going through your day in a happy mood, and the thing that will turn your good day into a horrible day is somebody's
that is actually
page.
A very bad thing. I remember watching the VGMA. I had a lot of swear words on stage, and I was like, what is happening here? On live TV, you know, people are using swears, and it's a shocker.
Yes,
that is something that someone needs to check.
So these are some of the ethics I talk about. And even the bloggers, sometimes accident scenes and all of that, you know, gory stuff, and all of these things have to be, it's not everything that everybody wants to see, you know, so you need to caution them that what you're about to see is such and such and such, or allow them to want to see it or not want to see it, so they can make it. They have a choice to make. They have
a choice to make.
But no, we don't do that anymore. Everything is in your face, and we don't even care. We don't do the age rating. I mean, there's so much that's going on that's wrong. When I say it's a jungle out here, trust me, it's a jungle out here, and nobody seems to care. Nobody is being sanctioned for doing anything. We are all here and everything is okay with everybody. But until someday something goes wrong, that probably may involve a minor, that may have to do with something that should have been done right.
But in this place, the person will not even face the repercussions. That is the truth of the matter.
Anyway, let's just move on to the next story, because the more we talk about this, yeah, so Strong Man, you've mentioned him a few times. You like him, don't you?
Well,
or you're indifferent?
I find what he does interesting. Yeah, he's not like a favorite artist, but like I do appreciate, you know, the music he does.
So he has argued that music is not just about releasing popular or hit songs. He says that people must disabuse themselves of that mindset. He explained that an artist may not have a hit song and yet be making money, which is also an important facet of making music. Asking why he is apparently struggling to make hits, he said, music is not all about the hits. Ghanaians need to understand that. Some are not having hits, but they are having money. And he also added it was funny to him when people criticize him of not having hit songs because he can perform for over 1 hour. Are those other people's songs? He asked. He mentioned some of the events and cities he has recently performed at, adding that I have numerous songs to perform. I'm not forcing myself to make a hit. If I make a hit, cool. If I don't, this is show business. I just need to use the show to get the business out of it, and it seems to be working for me. So that's Strong Man. But Transformer is not a bad song.
Yeah. With Aquabwa.
Yeah.
I think
he's known for that song.
Yeah, that is the song that actually but I don't think if you go to the average person and you mention Transformer, he's first of all going to mention Strong Man. I don't think so. But I think what Strong Man has done that is very good for himself is to create a cult following. And for me, I think that is even more important than having a hit song. I think a musician that has a core following, I think that is what actually drives your career. Whether or not you drop a hit song, these people are really going to stay with you. And that is one thing that really works for Sarkodie. Though Sarkodie does a lot of hit songs, he does get a lot of hit songs. Sarkodie also has this cult following that Sarkodie could drop whatever song. He has numbers, people who would stream the hell out of that song, you know, and which is I think that is supposed to be the focus of a lot of artists who want to make music on a commercial level. You understand? I always talk about the fact that music shouldn't always just be looked at for its commercial value. You are supposed to look at it also from its creative value, you know, and also look at it from its cultural value. You understand? The commercial value is just one aspect of it. But even in the commercial value, you know, it's not just a hit song. You understand? We have songs. Last time I was watching an interview by EL on another station with Jay Foley and the others, and he was talking about the fact that Superhero is one of the songs. Is it Superhero? I think so. It was on Bar 2. It's one of the songs that is literally his biggest song when it comes to, you know, making him money. I think that song has over 20 million streams on Spotify. You understand? And that is the song that is actually making. We know EL for Kalu, we know EL for Obumo, we know EL for Coco, but those are not the songs that are making him the most money. You understand? It's this song that you don't actually know about. A lot of Ghanaians or a lot of people in this space don't know about. That's actually making him that money. So when it comes to even the commercial value of music, it's important to know how to position, you know, your music. I also always talk about the fact that look at artists like, let's say, Walasi, Akan, Kirani Ayat. These are not artists that are being played every day, but these artists can play a show and have a full dome. I've been attending Walasi shows. I've been attending Akan shows. Alliance Française could seat maybe, let's say, about 800, maybe 500 to 800. A paid show. I don't know how many mainstream artists could actually play a show and get 800 people pay for those shows. I'm telling you, it will be very difficult. But these people have been able to market themselves in such a way that they have a core following. That is why you realize that they are not the artists that are on your lips every day, but somehow they are still doing the music thing because they have found a way around that whole commercial space. Manifest, I think, is the best example when it comes to this type of thing. Manifest plays Bukom Arena every year, and there are 2,000 plus people there. There are a lot of mainstream artists that you say have a hit song, you know, but can't get those number of people at their show. So I think even when it comes to commercial value of music, artists are supposed to look way beyond, you know, just making a hit song. Yesterday, I think I saw a little interview by D Crime where he was talking about the fact that, you know, sometimes maybe upcoming artists will want a big feature, you know, in order to get a hit song. And he was talking about the fact that a hit song is never guaranteed. You understand? It's never guaranteed. You could get a biggest artist on your song and that song will still not blow. You understand? That is how tricky the business can be. So you can't make your career off hit songs.
But who makes the hit song? Who makes the song a hit? Who
makes the song a hit? It's obviously the people.
The people.
It's obviously the people. So when you have that cult following, you know, it's always better for you. And there are also artists that, you know, they have hit songs, but they don't have a following. There are artists like that. They don't have a following. That if I don't want to mention names today, you know, maybe we'll get there sometime. But there are artists that have big songs. But if you say this artist should play a show today, no one will probably turn up. You know, you understand. And it's the fan base, is the cult following that actually, you know, rewards the artist when it comes to the monetary, when it comes to the commercial value of it. So I think every artist should be more concerned about the numbers, you know, that position your brand in such a way that you're supposed to get people who are truly in love, not just with your music, but your person. You understand? That is the way to go, not chasing a hit song. You know?
Okay, so you know, we can only wish everybody well, you know, and it's just when you have the songs, we will jam to it.
We go jam to it.
If it's nice.
If it's nice.
In our ears.
Exactly.
In our speakers that we bought with our money.
Exactly. Yesterday I had your conversation with the guy that produced Manifest Menewa. Talking about the fact that you know, there are artists like that who probably will not get the biggest song out there, but they can, like you said, having residency, like, you understand, that, you know, you can go to and actually listen to their music or listen to them. You understand?
Well, how is it that we don't have that culture here?
That is
even in Accra. Like, I won't say Ghana because Ghana is big, but this is the capital. There should be, like, we should have a Kempinski, Mervyn Peak, all of these places should have permanent. You know that once in a month I'm going to see this person. I think the audience or it's all about economics, right? So the need has not been created, right? So there is they probably don't see themselves making any money from that sort of. But I remember Class 233. You know, Vegas is running throughout the year, and they give artists like all the biggest artists in the US and even outside places outside, J-Lo, all of them, they will go and have a residency in Las Vegas for maybe 6 months straight, where, you know, every weekend you're going to see J-Lo in Vegas, and people travel from everywhere in America to come specifically for that.
But if you do that in Ghana, would you get the numbers though? I mean, it's
but
very tough.
I'm not even saying that for the big artists. I'm not even talking about the big artists. I'm just saying that there are certain artists that you'd love to just have. Like, for instance, the gentleman. He came here yesterday, and he's just one of those people who, his sound is nice, his vibe is right. He's the kind of person you want to have like once in a month or twice in a month. You know, I'm going here to see him play live. So he's not even like, we're not talking like A-list level, but that is a thing that if we cultivate, it's really nice.
And it will also help the ecosystem and the landscape very well.
Absolutely.
Because you have artists not trying to necessarily get a hit song. I think that's the problem here, that if you don't get a hit song, you know, then, you know, you can't actually make it here, which is not the best. There are artists out there who can play a $20,000 show without having a hit song. You understand? But here it's not like that. Even when you have a hit song, sometimes it's very difficult to even get people. That was the problem with Asaka. That it becomes very difficult to get people to pay you your worth. You know, because they feel you have to pay your dues. They want you to play free shows, and when you don't play them, they blacklist you. You get it? So here, I don't think artists are supposed to be focused, even if you want to focus on just the commercial value of it, focus more on, you know, having, you know, a fan base that is die hard for you. That should be the formula.
Absolutely. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. Thank you, Kofi, for coming to somebody like 6 Strings. You know, like, you need a residency. Like, you need to be in a place where, because, you know, the live thing is so soothing, and it comes with a certain feel. But anyway, we'll touch on that particular conversation again. Thank you so much for coming through, and shouts going out to 6 Strings. I think I actually miss him. I'll find out, you know, what he's been up to. You know, his song with Dali. That song is something, definitely is something. All right, so this is Sun Up on Shobiz TV. My name is Natalia. Do stay tuned. We will be right back.
Every child is so unique, you like no other, outstanding in every way. It's me like no other. So anytime you walk and play, you like no other. You are special like Indomie. It's me like no other.
Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other?
You like no other.
I can play the drums, I'm talented.
It's me like no other.
I can sing, I can dance.
You like no other.
As well as their own unique talents and abilities.
I can cook, I can paint.
You like no other.
Indomie, it's you like no other.
So every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie.
Thank you, Mommy.
Introducing Indomie Beef Flavor. Buy now.
This advert is FDA approved.
The Shobiz TV app is live on Android. Go to your Play Store, search Shobiz TV, SHOBIZ. Download the Shobiz TV app Now open the Shobiz TV app. Tap on Shobiz TV live stream, which takes you to Shobiz TV Live. Tap on that and you're set to watch Shobiz TV live all day and all night. Shobiz TV, beyond music.
They go see me for countryside.
Shobiz Top 10. Showing every Thursday on Shobiz TV.
Shobiz TV, beyond music.
Early in the morning, it's the dawn of a new day. New hopes, new dreams, new ways. Open up my heart and I'm gonna do my part and make this a positively beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Let's make this so wonderful. Let's make this so powerful. Let's make this a beautiful day.
All right, welcome back. Now, my guest is seated and he is in the person of Jah Phinga, and he of course is a recording artist doing his thing in the business, has a lot of attention, is definitely on his way to great places, and this morning I am so privileged to have the opportunity to sit with him and have conversations about his craft and where he's going with the craft. So good morning, Jah Phinga. Jah Phinga. Yeah, I keep saying fingers. Finger. So this morning I said sky. Is it finger or fingers? And he said finger.
It's finger.
But why the name Jah Phinga?
Well, we just have to translate it as the finger of God.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And even you know, in a religious aspect, you know, God wanted to communicate to. At a point in time, he wanted to communicate to kingdoms, kings, and stuff like that. And then he used his fingers to write on the wall for the kings to read, and it was interpreted. So I think I am just a musical interpretation of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that is the definition of Jah Phinga.
Yeah.
So it's just the hand of God or the finger of God.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Now, before we even get into the conversation proper, let's take a look at this visual from Jah Phinga. Do stay tuned.
I'm gonna tell the people them say time will tell. Even if I watch sports. Baby, I want him rich. Baby, I want him raw. But I go see. No shano de game. Everything be time. Time are the best teller. Things are the next fella. Good or bad, I am the dweller. Keep it on the move, propeller. It go be for them to see. We go zaga that very easy. We go lock up the whole city. We say TWT. Time will tell 'em. We say TWT. Time will tell 'em. We say TWT. Only time we go fit tell. TWT. If you believe in yourself, then time will tell. Time will tell me them they watch. I know well how a thing be much like Ira Star. You know we rush, you want go far, don't rush and rush. We keep on pushing non-stop. Very soon that big block go drop. We know they play when we dey pan the job. Wicked. Time will tell when we clock the clock. Cause them I go see it pa me wrist. You don't know. One big Rolex, Jacob and Co. Grab diamonds, I go make it freeze. Now be the time where I make it go. Time will tell. We set it up beauty. Time will tell. We set it up beauty. Only time we go fit tell. If you believe in yourself, then time will tell. Baby, I want him red. Baby, I want him roll. Time will tell. No she no de me. Baby, I want him red. Baby, I want him roll. No she no de me. Everything be time. Time will tell. We set it up beauty. Time will tell. We set it up beauty. Only time we go fit tell. If you believe in yourself.
Okay, welcome back. And this morning I'm sitting with Jah Phinga, and what we just watched is titled Time Will Tell.
Yeah.
What will time tell?
Everything.
Everything.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay, now tell me something. What is your style of music, and what influences it?
Life, I think life is my greatest influence, because I think everything that I sing about as an artist evolves around life, and then life happenings. So I think life is the biggest inspiration you can ever think about. And you know, Time Will Tell is one of those songs that I am actually using to motivate myself, because looking at the period that I've gone through as an artist, from record deals, coming back to being an independent artist, pushing myself, and among other things, just just the daily struggle of an artist from such an environment like Ghana. I think the best thing or the best motivation I need is Time Will Tell. Time Will Tell.
And what's your style of music? What genre of music?
I'm a reggae dancehall artist, but I do a little bit of Afro fusion too.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And how does your style set you apart from other reggae dancehall artists?
It's actually about the vibe. You get it? Because reggae dancehall doesn't really fall in the category of let's just jump to the music before we listen to the lyrics.
Right.
You have to be very, very lyrical to be able to deliver in such a genre. So I think it's about the vibe, because even when you listen to Time Will Tell, there is a line where I said, like Ira Star, you know, be rush.
Okay.
You get what I mean? Like vibes like that. I am keen on my lyrical delivery more than any other thing. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And how long have you been doing music?
Since 2008 professionally.
Okay, 2008. Yeah. Right. Now, between then and now, do you have an album?
Yeah, of course.
How many? One album. Yeah. So this Time Will Tell is off your album as a single.
I released my album, I think 2022. Yeah, last year or last 2 years.
Oh, that's when you released the album. But Time Will Tell came before.
No, later. Time Will Tell is not even up to 2 months. It's a very new song.
Okay, but you said you released your album in 2022.
Yes.
Which is last year.
Yes.
Okay.
So meaning the album came before this one. This is just a single.
Oh, yeah, right.
This is just a single.
Right. Okay. Now, you know, this industry is really saturated with a lot of talent and especially in the reggae dance hall. Are there any particular people that you look up to in a way, or influence you in a way when it comes to your music?
Well, I listen to any other artist in the kind of genre that I specialize in. But looking up to, I think all the names that can be mentioned, we have all been there, just that, you know, they took an early bus, but we are also getting there. But I don't think it is more of an influence like that, because when you listen to me and you listen to them, there is no difference. It is the music that will will, let's say, it is the music that will judge. But in terms of maybe popularity and stuff, it is not because maybe whoever is better than whoever. But you know, in terms of influence, I think they are more like colleagues instead of being influenced.
Oh, right, right. And you know, since you've been doing music, okay, I think what I'm trying to ask is, what sets you apart? What sets you apart? I mean, like you said, these are your colleagues. You all do reggae dancehall, and you talked about your lyrics as well. But outside of that, what sets you apart? Because you have a typical look. You know, when you came in, I talked about your shirt, which is very nice, by the way. You have a typical, you know, look. Your hair is locked, is it?
Yeah, it is.
But what sets you apart? What makes you different from other reggae dancehall artists?
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say, that I don't really go with all that brand thing. I need to look a certain way. Okay. Or as excuse me to say, as long as I'm not naked. Right. I'm having clothes on. I think because I would rather wanna I would rather want people to hear me and then they will put me in a certain category than, because there are a lot of artists who have brands, they look in a certain, when you see them you know this is them, but when you get to the music it's pure garbage. Right. You get what I am saying? So I am like, I would rather be the artist when they say, oh, Charlie Jah Phinga, when you hear in song, Charlie the guy get vibe. I just want to be the artist, not to.
You just have the vibe.
Yes, I just want to go with the vibe.
But what influenced you to do music?
I think my upbringing, I grew up from single parenting. Okay. Yeah, my mom and dad were not together, and then I spent a lot of time with my dad, and you know, we have to go around the place a lot, and I can say that I really needed, because I'm not the kind of person who grew up around siblings too and stuff like that.
Oh, you're an only child?
Not really, but the way my dad's job is, so I have to always be alone. You get what I mean? So music came in as a companion, and then I think that was more like an escape for me, because there are times that I needed something to console me and stuff like that. I just fall back to music, and you know, music was always there for me. So you know, despite anything, I'm always happy to be a musician.
Okay. So I mean, so those early days shaped you into who you are today.
Who I am today.
And that's what led you to make that decision. Exactly. That you wanted to do music. Perfect. Did you have to have that conversation with your dad?
No,
you were a grown man already. You didn't need to say anything.
He really wanted me to join the army, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So when he said something about the army, I was like, because I've heard this before, you know. But now he has accepted, you know, the fact that this is the path I've chosen, because I think even genetically it runs in the blood. Okay. Music is actually in the bloodline. So my mom was part of a band before. My dad is so serious on reggae music and all of that. So I think the influence has always been from the house before my own exposure in terms of my upbringing.
Okay, that's really nice. Okay, so we are going to, well, if you just joined us, this is Up on Shobiz TV this morning. I'm hanging out with Jah Phinga in the studio. We're talking about, you know, his life in music and, of course, where he's going when it comes to his music. We're going to do another visual from Jah Phinga. Do stay tuned. We will be right back.
This morning, all of a sudden, they come and demolish our structures over here. If I'm going to bundle to the bongo clipping.
Nothing I want, the gong man. Nothing I want for the people. Jah Phinga. Nothing I want. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you all. You all. Nothing they happen. Show dust in our eye with slappings. Show me better life, make a topping. Cause I see pain and suffer in rappings. Oh, nothing they happen. Show dust in our eye with slapping. Show me better life, make a topping. See pain and suffer in rappings. Rappings, yeah. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you all. they care about the little youth living down in the ghetto. See how the system are driving boomerang to a psycho. How them a go survive the day when them no have foco for cocoa. Make all the cost of living higher than a mountain of Fajato. Yeah, them say freedom of speech, but if they come with a boundary, what it a go take for them to fix up the country? Yes, I know it a go take corruption and bribery. Every system operating like a forgery. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you all. You all. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you, shame on you all. Are you treating the ghetto youth? Government, you know, be fun. Them know they fear nothing again. I see them turning to gun. There will surely be a revolution before the kingdom will come. Cause when them say them had enough, there will be no place to run. Even if you send your police to come and shoot, your police no go fi kill every ghetto youth. The country is a mess, fix it, that's the truth. Hungry man, ten angry man, him a go shoot and loot. Nothing they happy, show us in a way I with slapping. Show me better life, make a tapping. Cause I see pain and suffer in rappings. Yeah, yeah. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you, shame on you all, you all. Shame on you, shame on you.
Okay, welcome back from that spot of music from Jah Phinga. So this one is titled
Shame.
Shame.
Yeah.
And what does shame mean?
Well, shame is just me trying to express myself musically as
Okay.
an ordinary Ghanaian.
Okay.
And then I feel that our leaders are failing us greatly.
Okay.
And then I think they need to wake up, because the kind of tolerance we have, the future, where there is a scene where you see all these kids dressed in different professions that they would want to do when they grow up, and the kind of tolerance we have now, I don't think they are going to be that patient. So it's high time, because whatever they do today, whatever measures they put in place today, it is definitely going to make the future either good or bad. So I am really trying to tell them that shame on you if you are in that position to make tomorrow better, and then you don't do it.
And you don't do it. It's very interesting. Is this off the album, or this is a
No, all these songs.
These are new songs.
I'm always releasing.
Wow.
Trust me, I'm
how many
always
songs?
releasing.
So how many songs do you have?
Released? Let's count from like 80 to 100.
Wow.
Yes, I'm always releasing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you have a home studio?
Yeah, I have a home studio.
Okay,
and then I
'cause
have
usually-
few producers too that I work with as well.
Okay, so you write your own songs?
Straight.
Wow. Okay, and what goes into your writing process?
Well, whenever I want to pen down a song, I think I break it down into 3 categories.
Okay.
Because shame like this is educational, and then maybe if I want to entertain the people, because you as an artist, you should know which category you want to put that very particular record. Is it that you want to entertain the people, you want to motivate or inspire them, or you want to educate them? I always put that at the back of my mind before I try to write about any song, because I know which audience I want to send this very particular song to. So those are the things I
Those
consider.
are the things. So can you give us a freestyle? We want a freestyle. Yeah,
So,
Shobiz, we always want a freestyle so that when you're done, we can highlight our morning with your freestyle. Okay, so
You
give
don't
us
know. It's a Friday, we the chill on Shobiz TV. You me I tell you say it's a Friday, Jah Phinga representing. When me coming at the place, me I go mash it up. You don't know, say we coffee mash it up. Jah Phinga, I go make it mash up. Pretty lady pan the ready, I go make it look up. So when we come, them I go know we everything that we say, they come see. Freestyling in the city. Me a chill up with Natalie. Say what?
Say what?
Say what?
Say what? There you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all that is fresh, nothing written.
Wow.
Mad.
Interesting. Mad thing. Okay, so how do you take criticism? I mean, as an artist, I'm sure you're coming out, you put a song out and everybody has something to say about it. People are like this, like that. I recently watched an interview with another artist who said that anytime he's ready to record, he throws everybody out of the studio because he doesn't just want to hear everybody has an opinion. Somebody says this, another person says da. Everybody out. How do you receive criticism and what do you do with it?
I think that you see where we find ourselves. People have failed to be constructive about their criticism because, yes, once it is art that you are doing, there is a thing which is related to art, which is called jury. Yeah, you get what I mean. So you should, once it's an art. People, it is not everybody who is expected to like it because once you put it out there, it's a craft. Everybody has their own opinion.
True.
But you see, people think that to criticize somebody, they can't differentiate between being judgmental and then giving actually a constructive criticism. So me for one, people do come at me sometimes, even with this shame song. They were like, I'm trying to sound political and all of that. Well, the ones that I can take, I take. The ones that I can respond to, I do. But as I am growing now, I think that, make nobody can spoil your mood with two CD bundles. Yeah. You get what I mean? Like, for your own peace of mind, be everything you for mind. You just move. And that thing is just there to last for like just a minute and then you go. I think that was about 2 years ago. I was supposed to perform at a beauty pageant in Ho, and then when I went there after sound check and everything, the sound was so terrible. Like the whole setup was so terrible. And when I did my intro, I heard myself. I was like, no, if I perform with this sound, I am gonna mess up myself. So I just told them that no, the sound is bad. I can't perform with this sound. Everybody that had an opinion on that thing had no idea about sound. They don't even know what goes into artist performance. They don't even know what it takes to even be able to perform on stage. Even people that have seen me, I'm one of the biggest artists to come from Volta region. I won Volta Music Awards Artist of the Year about 2 years ago. So if I am saying that the sound is not good, they should know that I have been on various platforms. Maybe they just want to be entertained. But what is a bad sound to the sound man? And that thing went on, Kojo Sheldon, whoever. And these are people that you go to for, in terms of promotion and stuff, they don't want to do it. Yeah. You get it? But because they think it's a bad news, they want to capitalize on it. So as for critics there, it go come. Me, where I go reach now, I know things I go really pay attention to that. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get another visual from Jah Phinga. Definitely loving the vibe in the studio. Do stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Laugh, we are laugh after them, man. I want to make them feel like without them, we can't make a move. The man, hey, Jah Phinga. No matter how good them think they are, them still replaceable. Them still replaceable. All of the friend them will become a stranger. Let go them. Girl will be ex, we no be current lover. Let go.
Okay. We in the house. Jah Phinga. I spray some money.
Emma. Turn your body round, round like a helicopter. Emma. Emma. Turn your body round, round like a helicopter.
Yeah, baby, your body not super. And when you touch me, na sugar. I can't do without your body. Baby, your body not super, super. And when you touch me, na sugar, 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 sugar. I can't do without your body, body.
Hey man, you looking sexy. Take the body, drive me crazy. Them kinda share with sissy. Can I come on me? Baby, I'm a what it rocker. Link up by springs from Niger. Let it fall on the border. Bunny wire border. Hallelujah. When I go, Gawe. Now I go, Georgie. Buy off, daughter. Buy off, buy him. Yeko him. Turn your body round, round like a helicopter. Buy him. Yeko him. Turn your body round, round like a helicopter.
Ice, Oyana, who you be? Show yourself and wine to the beat. Kokoma, Kokosa. I dey ball every day, I be J, your coacher. Bend it low, down for the boss, baby. If you do well, I put pounds for your pulse. Let's get it away, J-Town swag. We could do it all night, baby. 8 rounds bad. And in case you don't know me, I'm Icy Princey, that main OG. When I'm in Ghana, Dolce and Gabbana, Rolls Royce to the Gala. Don't tell with it how
One see the girl and come wind up so. Spin pan ground like a helicopter. From left to the right, oh yeah, make we go. Bust them heads, see them mind feet blow. When you don't know, girl, wind the body. Everybody when you watch a figure dizzy. Come do it on the Maserati. Back to Modaji. Abaima, Yekoema. Turn your body round, round like a helicopter. Abaima, Yekoema. Turn your body round, round like a helicopter.
Yeah, baby, your body not super, super. And when you touch me, na sugar, 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 sugar. I can't do without your body, body. Baby, your body not super, super. And when you touch me, na sugar, 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 sugar. I can't do without your body, body. Oyana, who you be?
I'm in the studio with Jah Phinga. We're just talking about, you know, his song Alikoto with Iceburns, and that's definitely a jam. And I was just, you know, talking about promo. Promo is such a difficult thing for artists, is it?
Well, it depends.
What does it depend on?
Because, you know, it falls in the business aspect of music.
Right.
You get it? So I think that, excuse me, you as an artist, when it comes to promo, it has to be very strategic, because sometimes, let's say Alikoto like this, a lot actually went into that project. Trust me, like a lot, so much money went into it. We even try to push, and you know, promo there be money matter.
Absolutely.
Trust me, promo there be money matter.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So that is, I think, promo is even one of the reasons why some of us just sign some deals.
Yeah.
You get it? Because it is not really about the songs, but after the songs are out, what happens after the release is the most essential thing.
How do you push it?
Yes, I am. So, you know, the push is the thing. But, you know, sometimes too, even if the money not there, you still have to know that you need to pay your way through at a certain point. So you should be very strategic about it.
Right. Are you on a label?
No, not at all.
You're not. Have you been and you left, or you're not? You haven't been at all?
The contract ended.
Okay.
So right now I'm independently doing stuff somewhere.
How difficult is that?
I did try, but I know they see I'm as difficult.
So what do you do? So how do you feed your music financially?
You know, the little I get from streams, shows. I have few people who support and stuff like that. I put everything back into the music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do music full time.
Music or nothing.
Music or nothing. Right. I love that. So our phone lines are open. 0302 729 823 0302 729 823. If you have any question for Jah Phinga, do call and he will answer it for you. Now, because you're not on a label, having to do your own promos, how do you come up with the selection of what songs should go at what time, or all the songs that are going? Because you did mention you have between 80 and 100 songs. So how do you know which song to promote at what time? Like,
Earlier you were saying, when we were off, you were saying something about TikTok,
Yeah.
which I think it's, music is very accessible nowadays.
Yes.
People, that is why I think everybody is now doing music.
Right.
Even lookalikes and stuff like that. They are
Right.
all doing music.
Yeah.
And I think that when there is a need now for you to put out some snippets,
yeah.
or a teaser for your audience,
Right.
to have a feel of what you want to put
Yeah.
out. So because myself, I think in 2019, the way I broke into mainstream was I am that kind of artist who always want my fans to have a feel of what I want to release next.
True.
And then I just put out one song and then boom, it just went.
Yeah.
So I think when you do that, the kind of response you get from it is what you follow up on. Or you just put it out there and then you steady. Maybe you want to give this one time for it to grow on the people, or you want to put out another record. This thing. Now you have to engage the audience, know what they want. The demand is what makes you, proceed.
Is what makes you proceed. Yeah. That's really nice to know. And now that you're going to explore TikTok, you yourself as a person outside of the music, are you on TikTok?
Yeah, of course. I've got like 13K followers.
Okay, so what do you put there? What is your content?
It's music, definitely.
Music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Music. It's just about music. My works, my shows, interviews. Of course, this one would definitely be on.
Make it on. Also, I'll make it on your TikTok.
Definitely. Why
not?
Definitely, I'll put it on there.
Okay.
So it's at Jah Phinga. When you go on there, you see a lot of
I'm definitely going to follow you.
And
is that where we'll find you everywhere else? At Jah Phinga?
Yes, at Jah Phinga. TikTok is the same name, JAHPHINGA. Instagram, and then Facebook. Twitter is at Real Jah Phinga.
Okay, so finger is PHINGA.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So at Jah Phinga, that's how you follow him. So Anig is making me understand that. Well, there's a caller on the line. Okay, hello. Oh, we lost the caller. Usually, so Vodafone had a thing in our neighborhood, and it made it difficult for us to get phone calls because we're on that line. So yeah, for a couple of days it's been a thing, but it looks like it's getting better, and then it kind of balances in and out.
I don't know if it is right for me to say this, but
no, then don't say it. Please
don't
say it.
All I want to say is Vodafone is actually making it difficult for me to communicate to people that are on that network. They should just revisit.
There's been a bit of a problem. So I think that's what is getting in the way of our phone calls this morning. However, what is the message that you want to give to your fans, and what should we look forward to between now and the end of the year?
A lot of music. A colleague of mine is in from Sweden.
Okay.
And then I think we just shot a video. I think we got back from the shoot a day before yesterday, 3 days ago.
Right.
And so big up to Dakar, Rio Madingo. We are working, trust me, man, like we are working a lot. And we should be in Kenya before the year ends. We'll do Sweden too. And we are definitely just promoting ourselves. We are just putting across music.
Okay.
So the fans should just watch out for a lot of music. And then on this Sunday, I'm headlining a show with Edem in the Volta region.
Yes, he mentioned for his birthday. He hasn't performed in a while.
I'm one of the headliners for that show too.
Okay, that's great.
So nyato mashama no duva.
Ejumanesi. Yekoema.
Definitely.
Kwene. There's a call on the line. Hello. Hello. Please turn down the volume. Oh goodness. Oh, the phone lines. The things I know how to say now, I can't say them for television.
Yeah.
Because the people who teach me the language, they teach me only the bad stuff. Shouts going out to. Shouts going out
those
to.
are the things you learn from any other language before, because those things are very frequent. People say them frequently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get me. Even in Ghana, you see.
I know how to say all the bad stuff in there. Trust me, all of it. All the bad stuff I know how to say.
Okay, I think maybe you just ask about.
I think the only thing that's not bad that I can say in Ewe is Maunayirao.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
You need to learn more.
Maunayirao Sia. And I also know Dada Lapama. And I also know Midunu Evivinto.
Oh, whoever is influencing you is really doing a great job. Trust me.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. I'll give you an 80 straight.
80?
Straight. Trust me, man.
Really?
80.
Okay. Maunayirao. Okay, so this is where we're going to draw the curtain. Unfortunately, our phone lines did not allow us to have, an interaction with our viewers. However, I've enjoyed having you. Stream Jah Phinga, yeah?
Exactly.
On all streaming platforms, all the songs, go and stream. Let's add to the numbers. Okay, there's a call on the line. Hello? Hello? Please, can you turn down the volume on your TV? Good morning. Oh boy. Okay. We're gonna draw the curtain. It's a beautiful Friday. I do hope you have a wonderful weekend. Shouts going out to the team. You guys are absolutely amazing. And my producer says, one more time, let's try this caller. Hello? 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 Whew. Okay. Hello? Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is John.
Okay, go on. Hello?
Yes, coming.
What is your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Johnson. I'm calling from Shukura.
Okay, Johnson, go ahead and talk to Jah Phinga.
Okay.
Yo, what up? Wagwan, bro?
Yeah, Jah Phinga.
Yes, sir, King. What's up?
Yeah, I'm okay, bro.
Adeo, King.
Okay. I'm also a neighbor from Abidjan.
Nice.
Please, can I ask for help?
You want to ask for?
Oh.
Hey. Vodafone, please. So
I know,
please.
I know.
That could be my investor.
I know. Okay, so yes, we're drawing the curtain. Help me say something. I want to say we'll come your way again on Monday. One by one. Merekusia.
Oh.
Mereku. 1-1. Miega. Godoge. Jodagbe.
Yeah.
Miega. Godoge. Jodagbe. Sia.
In case anybody wanna link up with the team, it's 0247305939.
Okay.
So
Akpe kaka. Akpe sia. Manao. Monday, Sia. That's how to say it?
Okay, that one is also good. Not bad.
All right, enjoy your weekend. My name is Natalia. Good morning.
Hey.